Hey everyone, welcome back to the Film Frontline. I'm so glad you're here because today we are diving into something absolutely wild, grotesque, and dare I say, a total vibe check for 2026. We are talking about the brand new FX series, The Beauty. Now, when you hear the names Ryan Murphy and Evan Peters, you already know we're in for a fever dream, but throw in Ashton Kutcher in a shiny silver shirt. Honey, we have to talk about it. This show is basically what happens when you take the body horror of The Substance, the pass it on terror of It Follows, and a heavy dose of Eat the Rich energy. It is messy, it is ambitious, and it is definitely going to be the most talked about thing on your feed this week. So let's get into the tea. All right, let's set the scene. Imagine a world where one shot makes you hot. Sounds like a dream, right? In The Beauty, there's a new virus on the loose, and it's not your typical flu. This one is sexually transmitted, and instead of making you sick, it transforms you into the most perfect, snatched version of yourself. We're talking instant supermodel status. But because this is a Ryan Murphy production, there is a massive bloody catch. If you get too hot, literally if your internal body temperature rises, you don't just sweat. You explode. I'm talking full-on combustion, leaving nothing but a steaming pile of bone and perfect flesh. The story kicks off in Paris, where FBI agents Cooper, played by our favorite Dark Horse King Evan Peters, and Jordan, played by the incredible Rebecca Hall, are investigating these exploding model cases. It turns out this virus actually started as a clinical shot developed by a massive, shadowy organization called the Corporation. At the helm is Byron Forst, played by Ashton Kutcher, who's planning to unleash this injection onto the global market. What I find so fascinating here is the social commentary. It's not just about scary monsters, it's about the black market of beauty and how Big Pharma literally owns our self-esteem. The show spends a lot of time showing us how the elite control the market of perfection. We see unethical testing, horrific side effects, and the lengths people will go to just to fit a certain aesthetic. There are even these anthology-style episodes tucked inside the main plot. One that really stood out to me features an incel named Jeremy, played by Jeremy Pope. He's convinced he's entitled to this shot so he can finally get the girl. It's a chilling, brilliant look at how toxic masculinity intersects with our obsession with looks. Now, let's talk about the body horror, because The Beauty does not play. The practical effects are top tier. Watching a character melt and then re-emerge as their perfect self is both gorgeous and absolutely repulsive. You'll see bubbling skin, teeth falling out, and bone shifting. It's high fashion gore, and honestly, it's the most girl boss way to do horror I've seen in a long time. Okay, let's get real for a second. Is this show perfect? Not quite, but is it a must-watch? Absolutely. Evan Peters is, as always, a total pro. He's playing a jaded, weary FBI agent, which is a bit of a departure from his usual villain roles in the Murphyverse. He's great, but honestly, he kind of gets overshadowed by the chaos around him. The real surprises for me were Anthony Ramos and Jeremy Pope. They play this duo of mania and murder that is just chef's kiss. They are the heartbeat of the show's energy. And can we talk about Ashton Kutcher? He is officially entering his villain era, and I am here for it. He starts off a little stiff, maybe it's the silver shirt, but by the middle of the season, he really leans into this ostentatious corporate evil. He's a villain with a soft spot for his wife, which makes him way more interesting than your standard bad guy. My main gripe? The tone is a little bit of a hot mess. Sometimes it wants to be a serious philosophical debate about capitalism, and the next second someone is exploding in a nightclub. It can feel disjointed, especially in the first few episodes. It's a slow burn that doesn't really find its groove until episode 4. But once it hits that stride, it becomes this addictive dystopian investigation that you won't be able to turn off. It's like Ryan Murphy had 50 ideas and decided to use every single one of them. It's a lot, but in a world of boring TV, I'll take too much over not enough any day. The Beauty is a wild ride that asks a very scary question. What price are you actually willing to pay for perfection? It's gruesome, it's stylish, and it's a total critique of the world we live in right now. But I want to hear from you guys. If there was a shot that could make you your most perfect self, but had a 10% chance of making you literally explode, would you take it? Or is the natural look still the ultimate goal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be hanging out there to chat with you. If you loved this deep dive, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join the family here at the Film Frontline. We've got so much more coming your way, and you do not want to miss it. Stay fabulous, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.